Welcome to March and a new set of indie game releases. This month sees a wide variety of games get their release, with some long in development titles finally seeing the light of day. So without further ado, let's get into the list. Coming in at number 10 is As We Descend, a roguelike deck builder with a strong strategic bent. Set within a post-apocalyptic world, you have to man the barricades against the swarm of monsters that threaten the existence of the city as it makes its way towards the Earth's core. The strategic battles take place on a tiered battleground with the enemy slowly advancing towards you. You need to think about where you want to place units on this battlefield, as those at the front will engage the enemy first, while those further back might be able to pick enemies off at ranged. Playing cards from your deck will allow you to move units around and protect and buff them in various ways to try and turn the battle in your favour. Outside of battles, you can play various cards on the city screen in order to gain buffs, craft new units and equipment, and evolve the story. Combat seems fairly interesting, and I am a big fan of the setting and look of the game. It seems to have something going for it in the crowded deck builder genre. As We Descend comes to Steam Early Access March 27th. Next is a sequel to a deck building roguelike from a few years ago that, whilst it didn't blow people away, it found a fairly passionate fanbase. Knights in Tight Spaces moves settings from action film to medieval, giving you a party of knights to fight with. Like the first game, one of the major draws is the stylish action and striking appearance, with success depending not only on the deck you have constructed, but your ability to take advantage of your surroundings. With over 300 cards, different classes and gear to equip, and the upgrade system, there is a wealth of content for players to get stuck into. Hopefully those passionate fans will be able to convince more people to check out this sequel. Knights in Tight Spaces fights its way onto Steam March 4th.
Fire some buddies, fight the buddies you previously hired and then fired. It's up to you. Winning isn't just about having the best cards. It's about knowing what to do with them. It's about mastering the environment, and it's about using your team skills together to hit a big knight with a stick, kick a banshee off a bridge, shoot a fireball at, well, whatever that is.
At number 8 is Expelled, the next title from famed indie game studio Inkle. Similarly to one of their previous games, Overboard, this is a narrative adventure game that tasks you with solving the attempted murder of the school prefect, a crime that you have been accused of. If you don't solve the mystery in time, you will be expelled from the prestigious Miss Mulligatawny School for Promising Girls. How you do this is up to you. Do you try and find the real culprit? Or maybe play dirty and try to get out the jam in any way you can? You have one day to solve the crime, and the clock is always ticking, so you need to act wisely if you are going to save your skin. Promising a highly replayable story and featuring an oh-so-British setting and humour, this promises to be another quality title from Inkle. Expelled arrives on PC March 12th. Next is online co-op RPG Godonia 2. This is a sequel to an open-world RPG that was one of the growing number of titles that dropped you into a fantasy world and then said, do what you want, giving you the freedom to grow your character however you saw fit. This sequel looks to take a similar approach, but add in 3 friends to play with you. Alongside this, the sequel adds in a building system that will allow you to construct your own castle, an enhanced crafting system, and a better questing system with hand-crafted quests. The first game was doing a lot of good things, and it will be interesting to see how the developer builds on that for this sequel. The only downside is that I'm not sold on the change of art style, much preferring the one used in the first game, but you may disagree. Godonia 2 comes to Steam Early Access March 24th. Coming in at number 6 is another of those games that perhaps isn't strictly indie depending on your definition. AI Limit is a third-person action RPG set within a sci-fi world that borrows more than a few mechanics from Souls games. Set within the last city of humankind, Havenswell, you set out to discover the truth behind the destruction of civilization and fight back against the substance known as mud that is plaguing the land and causing the appearance of monsters. Where the game is looking to differentiate itself is in the combat system. You can use a number of weapons at once and are able to switch between them on the fly. Additionally, there is the sync system, which is a system that allows you to do more damage but at the risk of being more vulnerable yourself. During my time with the demo, I found the sync system to be quite interesting, and combat in general felt good. Environments were a bit sparse at times, which is perhaps a symptom of the budget for this title. It will be interesting to see if AI Limit can succeed in what is a tough genre. AI Limit slashes onto PC and PlayStation 5, March 27th.
The Seekers shall uncover the veiled truth and awaken the dormant greatness within. When lofty will clashes with unwavering faith, the prayers of thousands shall illuminate the ultimate path. Life changes and transists. Only evolution remains constant.
Coming into the top 5, we have Tower of Kalemonvo, an action RPG that says, you know all those years of evolution in the genre? Well, how about we get rid of all of them and go back to basics? The developer cites the original Diablo and Throne of Darkness as being heavy inspirations for this game. Gone is the fast-paced combat you might be used to, with screens full of enemies. Instead, combat is much slower and a lot more deadly. Health potions are limited, vendors are few and far between, and there is no town to teleport back to. Itemization is about quality over quantity, so don't expect loot showers either. Once inside the tower, you are on your own and you have to keep going until you reach the end or die trying. It's unusual to see someone look backwards for inspiration in the ARPG genre, and it will be interesting to see how this game turns out. Tower of Kalemonvo arrives on PC, March 28th. At number 4 is a title that I had a lot of fun with when I played the demo last year. Secret Agent Wizard Boy and the International Crime Syndicate is a comedic sandbox that takes inspiration from a certain spectacle-wearing wizard boy. You have been sent undercover to topple the International Crime Syndicate Spider, operated by evil wizard headmaster Grumblemore. To do this, you must solve puzzles and gain access to various parts of the school. You are free to do this in pretty much whatever way you can find, with a free-form physics system that allows for a great deal of invention and no small amount of hilarity. As I said, the demo was a lot of fun, and I don't think I've laughed that much playing a game in a good long while. The trick, however, will be to sustain that over the full length of the game. Secret Agent Wizard Boy and the International Crime Syndicate casts its way onto Steam Early Access, March 6th. Coming in at number 3 is long-in-development point-and-click adventure title Rosewater, a thrilling western adventure set in the same alternative 19th century world as the developer's previous game, Lamplight City. Gameplay is fairly unusual for an adventure game, as there isn't really a mystery to solve. Instead, you are travelling across western Vespucia with 5 companions on a treasure hunt. The journey is the story, as you encounter bandits, rebels, visionaries, eccentrics, and many more on your quest for riches. Choice plays a major role in the story, and the relationships you have with your companions will alter the outcome of your journey. It's all very intriguing, and I tip my cap at the developer's attempt to do something a bit different in the genre. Rosewater gallops onto Steam, March 27th.
Well, damn. Jake!
At number 2 this month, we have Slime Heroes, an action RPG with Souls-like elements that, as the title suggests, has you playing as a slime. The big hook is that you can ingest skill crystals after defeating enemies that can be combined in a number of ways to create your own unique set of skills. There are a variety of these gems and a variety of ways to combine them, giving you a pretty large amount of choice when it comes to building out your loadout. You will also have the option to team up with a friend to explore the colourful world and take on the 6 gods of the realm. As mentioned, it is the skill system that is the draw here, with my time with the demo demonstrating the flexibility of this feature, and I can't wait to see how this is expanded on in the full game. Slime Heroes comes to PC and the Xbox series of consoles March 6th, with a PS5 and Switch version planned for later in the year.
Able to help restore balance and peace to the land.
Run along now, little slime. See how tough you are. We shall. Save the Guardians! Save the world! A great tale this will be!
Finally, at number 1 is Wanderstop, a title that comes from the creator behind the Stanley Parable and the Beginner's Guide, 2 games that I really enjoyed for the way that they defied expectations and looked to tell a story in a slightly different way. For Wanderstop, the look and feel of the game is perhaps more traditional, but the setup isn't. You play fallen fighter Alta, who is managing a tea shop within a magical forest, tending to customers as they pass through, and growing and harvesting the ingredients for the tea yourself. You will speak to travellers, learning a bit about their story so you can make the tea that is right for them. However, Alta doesn't want to be here. What is the best fighter around doing making tea for people? She can't stay here, surely. Whilst Wanderstop sets itself out as a cosy tea-making game, I am sure there will be more to it considering the minds behind the title, and I'm very interested in seeing what that is. Oh, and if it turns out just to be a cosy tea simulator, that wouldn't be too bad either. Wanderstop arrives on PC, PlayStation 5 and the Xbox series of consoles March 11th. That wraps up our list for March. It's a pretty strong list this month, I think, especially the top 5, which features some titles that are looking to be a bit different. Let me know in the comments which are the games you're most looking forward to this month. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, it would be great if you could drop a like or even subscribe to the channel. I'm looking to reach 1,000 subs, so any new sub will be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.